be amazing if you could see, if you could see the chemicals in the air like that. You'd know exactly what was poisoning you. You could see it all like that. Here's the sun coming up. It's just a few more, at the heart of the summer, it's just a few more inches. Where are we? That way. It comes up. And then in the winter, it comes up. Where's my finger? Comes up there. January. Oh, another beautiful day. I always think, I don't know if you can see it, that hill there looks like a face. There it is, that's the Mediterranean. Those are the mountains towards Cartagena. It's very pretty driving through them. And here we have a big hole where my trees used to be. And then the swimming pool. So we've just got the stumps. I'm still a bit sad. They were huge, enormously tall. But, yeah, they probably had a reason. Still sad. The good Spanish people setting off to work. And very noisy seagull. Two of them. Yeah. Duo. They used to, they like to sit on this blooming lamppost right by me, and it puts me off. And they don't listen to me, and I tell them to go away. I use slightly stronger words than go away. I just think it's amazing that wherever you are in the Northern Hemisphere, you're looking at the same sun coming up, and then at night you're looking at the same moon, that you're thousands and thousands of miles apart. This makes me feel extremely small. Like the ocean. I think that's like analogy is life. You just know the bit of the ocean that you see, and you think that's all there is, but actually it's vast. The ocean is vast. Not only in what's the word? Horizon, the sea level, vast. And then this is just one ocean. There's, oh, I don't know how many oceans. But then there's the depth of the ocean as well. We don't even know. We don't even know half of it. We just don't know. These people that think they know everything, they're wrong. just don't know. What do you think, Punch? What do you think? What do you think, Pancho? You gonna do something funny for me? You do something funny? What are you doing? What are you eating? Pancho, there's nothing there. Don't eat that. I don't know what it is, but it's not good. Why don't you lie down and roll over? Do a lie down. Lie down. Don't hide from me. Lie down. Lie down. Can you roll over? You're a very good boy. You're a very good boy. What a good boy you are. You're not going to do a wriggle. Do a wriggle. Give us a smile. Have you got a smile? Give us a smile. Okay. Yes, that was very good. That was so good. Very good. Very good. Where are those cats? Any cats out this morning? On your Paw Patrol? Hey? Oh, we missed the sun coming up. There it is. There it is. Not a chemical trail in the sky at all. Amazing. Amazing. Long may that continue. It is a bit hazy out there. A bit milky. That's not good. Anyway. I heard something on, or read it. I don't know if it was a video or written. But in China, it was an old Chinese woman speaking. And she was saying that the Chinese government, when she was a child, they told everybody, probably mainstream media, that that all the little birds were eating the crops and it was going to cause a famine. So they encouraged, just like we were encouraged to wear a mask, they encouraged children, everybody, encouraged, just like we were encouraged to wear a mask, they encouraged children, everybody, to kill little birds with a catapult and a stone. Now, I'd be rubbish at it, because I can't even throw, let alone hit anything with a catapult. But that's beside the point, because obviously some people were good at it, and they did. They killed millions of little birds. So the bird population went down. And guess what? The insects, the locusts, ate all the crops. So there was actually a famine because they'd killed all the little birds. So that really is a lesson in believing your government. It's an analogy, I guess you'd call it. Not actually Mother Nature. So I'm thinking about the chemical trails, chemtrails, that Mother Nature is so much stronger and so much in balance. And actually, well, we're like the fleas on a dog. They are nothing. They are nothing. Just makes you feel really small. Very quiet along that road now. What are you doing? Are you doing something funny behind me, huh? Very quiet along this road, but at the height of the summer last year. I mean, this is a really small place. And all those apartments across there with the blue. I can hear you doing something funny behind me. They're all holiday apartments, so they're all empty. They're like these ones here. They're all empty. People come to that bottom one on the left every weekend. But all these, they're all empty. They're all empty. These, all empty. They're holiday apartments, right? So they're owned by somebody, but nobody lives here. Oh, I've lost my train of thought. So, that's it. So that road, at the height of the summer last year, I heard, at the height of the summer last year, I heard when the lockdown had lifted, Spain locked down quite harshly, so you couldn't even go. That village over there that you can see, just there's the one right at the end by the headland, that's called La Azoria, and the one in front of it is Isla Plana, which means flat island. And there is a flat island, but you can't see it. We weren't even allowed to travel from here, which is in the port, to Isla Plana. You could go to somewhere ridiculous, shopping. It's like, anyway, that's beside the point. So Spain locked down really badly, and we'd just kind of come out of that, and we're on the beach, and I had a really shocking experience in that I saw somebody die on the beach, and they dialed 112, and they or 116, whatever number it is, they did CPR on this guy, and they carried out CPR for ages, half an hour, 40 minutes. And in the end, he must have died, because in the end the ambulance just stayed there. It didn't rush off. So they told me that there's nothing else to be done, that they had gone. And it was really shocking to see somebody die just in a normal day like that, and a normal sunny beach day. Somebody just died in front of me. It's really sad. I doubt his family can ever come back to the beach here again now. Maybe they do. Maybe they do come back to remember all the good times. Anyway, the sun's coming up. We all get to see a few more hours at least, if not a whole day. I'm feeling a bit morbid because my friend's son committed suicide, and it was for such a ridiculous reason, and it wasn't true in the first place. It just made me miss my son, my children back in the UK. And they don't come to visit us at all. We can't afford to go back. And they don't even, we don't even chat on WhatsApp or FaceTime or anything. So it made me miss them. I had a terrible riding accident when they were all little. So I think my youngest was 8 months old. I had a really terrible riding accident. And I ended up with broken collarbones and a split down my head. And I couldn't talk properly. I couldn't string a sentence together because I got brain damage. Brain shake, they called it. But it was like whiplash, severe whiplash. It was like having a stroke, I guess. And at that point in time, I couldn't function. All I could do was sleep. I slept to get better. And the human body is amazing because I did get better. I had 2 broken collarbones, so they couldn't even strap me because they were both broken. And I had double vision, which makes you feel like this everywhere that you walk in and everything that you're doing. It was all doing that. It was nauseating. And I couldn't drive, obviously, at that time. And they couldn't do anything for that either. It's like... So, basically, they did nothing. And I just slept. And you know what? I got better. It's amazing. And I would have committed suicide at that point because I had 3 children that I couldn't look after. And a horse. And what kept me going was this. The noise. The birds. I was living in England then, and it was spring. My riding accident was on the 17th of January, 1997. 2 days after I was 35. And after a while, everything started growing again. The daffodils came out. Oh, he's doing something funny. You're doing something funny. Do you know when you're depressed, there's nothing better that cheers you up than a dog, is there? You're my funny boy. Aren't you? You're my funny boy. Yes. Yes. Good boy. It put me off. So, yeah, what kept me going was that even though everything looked dead, all the plants had died, it was cold and dark. And then I saw the leaves growing and the flowers start to come out. And that a really good example of that is these trees. I'll show you. These trees here, I think they're jacarandas, And the ones across the road get flowers. But these ones, for some reason, the gardener chops them all off. And they just end up with, like, just branches. And then... go, beep, beep. And then after a while, the leaves grow and they fill up again. So those ones there, the purple ones, they're the jacarandas. And we used to live in Zimbabwe. For 2 years we lived in Zimbabwe. And in Harare there is one street that's got jacarandas all the way down it. And it's amazing. I think in Zimbabwe they flower in October. I can't remember. October, I think, was the hottest month. It's like, they call it suicide months because it's so unbearably hot. There's my neighbour down there walking her dog. She never lets it off. Spanish people don't let their dogs off. Well, that's not true. Some people don't let their dogs off. She doesn't train it. It's only a puppy. She doesn't train it. When we go down, we call that bit where the trees are, the grove. Yeah, we've got delusions of grandeur. Anyway, it's just a name. And we take the dog down there. And when she sees Pancho coming, she picks her dog up. They're not even allowed to sniff. Don't sniff my dog. And I just thought, that poor dog, she's not taught him to sit, she's not taught him to come. It's just, she's not taught him anything. And then sometimes along the Paseo, the Spanish, they love to walk. They all walk. On a Sunday is walking day. And they go out along the Paseo, is just at the bottom of the street there. They've just done it up that bit down there. So it's not the main Paseo. The main Paseo is more to the right and to the port. Spanish, they all have little dogs, like teacup dogs, handbag-sized dogs. They don't like black dogs. I think there's something superstitious about black dogs. Anyway, the point was that when they go for a walk, none of the dogs heel. They just, but some people have really highly trained dogs, but I actually doubt that they're Spanish. They're probably some other nationality that live here in Spain, and they're really well trained dogs. But lots of these little dogs, we laugh and we go, oh, it's going out for a drag, because if the dog tries to sniff or tries to wee at a tree or a post or anything, the owners just drag it mid-wee. They don't allow their dogs to be dogs, which is a bit of a shame, isn't it, Punch? This is Pancho. Pancho's my street dog. He lived on the street. He lived on a pile of sand in the street until he realised that I needed saving. So he came along to save me. Right, that's enough. Sun is well and truly up, well and truly got its hat on. Another beautiful day today. I think it's going to be 27 degrees today. A beach day. How lucky we are. There was once in Zimbabwe, well, I was only, we lived in rural Zimbabwe, tribal trust land as they call it, and they moved all the black Africans there, the poor people. You know something funny again, eh? They moved all the Africans there because it was poor farming land, and that's where we lived on a CC mission, and I travelled out. I've forgotten the point of my story. I used to travel out on the dust road to go to... I'm still trying to remember the point of my story. I used to travel on the dirt road to go to work. It might come back to me. And then again, it might not. No, it's gone. It's gone. Oh, I remember now. That's the point of it. So I actually quite like the sound. There was that noisy motorbike reminded me. I like the sounds of the cars. There's not that many. They're just, well, you can tell, just kind of a normal flow. It's not like I'm next to a motorway or anything. But once I went out, we didn't have a telephone at the school that I worked at, so they used me. He's doing something funny behind me. What are you doing? Are you bored? Are you playing? Are you playing with your thing? Where's your thing? Do a funny thing. Where's your thing, Punch? Where's that thing? Get it, get it. I went out in the middle of the bush, and I stopped the truck, turned the engine off, and I just listened, and there was nothing. There was no human sound at all. There was no aeroplane, there was no car, nobody mowing the lawn, nothing. And I kind of made a mental note. In the UK, you barely ever get that, a time when there's no human noise whatsoever. So that was a very special time. And I kind of took a moment to appreciate it. But now, with, the depopulation agenda going on, I actually really like the sound of people going on their normal, everyday, day-to-day business, going to work, doing all the human things that we do. If you think how many empty houses there are here, we're not overpopulated at all. It's a complete lie. In the UK it's different, of course. But in Spain, we went up to Madrid, which is in the centre of Spain, and really high up. So from the coast here, you're just travelling up and up and up. And it's actually the highest capital in Europe. I didn't realise that. I thought it would be somewhere like Switzerland or Austria, but it's not. It's Madrid. It's a beautiful city, by the way. I don't like cities, but I like Madrid. And on the way there, you just pass miles and miles and miles of empty land. Not even farmland, it's just empty. Nobody lives there. And the strangest thing I saw, they have a massive wind farm, the wind turbines, and they were all stationary. all of them. And there must have been 200 of them, all stationary. That was really weird. Like... And then I found out that if the wind is too low, of course they don't go around, but if the wind is too high, and they'd go around really quickly, that they have to turn them off to protect them, because that would break them. So it has to be kind of Goldilocks in the middle to generate any power. And then I looked into what goes into making them, and it's not green energy at all. Those things, they only last, well, I don't know what the lifespan is, but the metals in them that are mined, it's just the same as the batteries for electric vehicles. The cadmium and the copper and the lithium or whatever else goes into them, they're in shortage, so they're high priced, and they're mined in not an efficient way. It's basically slave labour, child slave labour, if you believe the stuff that you see on Facebook. Anyway, the point was that all these precious metals go into making the wind turbines, and then after, like the electric vehicle, the battery, after a few years, they're defunct. They don't work anymore. And guess what? They don't biodegrade. So they're going to have to dump them somewhere. These wind turbines are huge. Huge. So all that waste for a lie. For a complete and utter lie. And it's the same for the waste of human life. How many people were murdered? Murdered by the government. This thing about safe and effective wasn't either safe or effective. It was safe for them to protect them from facing justice, and it was effective at killing people. It was never even tested to see if it stopped transmission. And the reason being, because they know it wouldn't stop transmission, because actually no virus has been proven to be pathogenic or transmissible. It's all a lie. Virology is a lie. It's a pseudoscience. It was invented by David Rockefeller to sell the byproducts of the petrochemical industry, to make money out of people's illness and pain and suffering. A pill for every ill. Terrible. Criminal. I wonder if they'll ever see justice. I don't think so. I think I read something. I've been waiting for it ever since 2020. And I thought we might see it. I thought we might get Fauci to face his maker, but I doubt it. It might come out in 40 years' time. By then, I'll be dead and gone. Anyway, enough of that rant. Make the most of your day. Kiss your loved ones. Speak to them. Tell them how much you love them. Bye-bye.